Welcome back, Warriors. I'm your Quartermaster yet again, and it is great to see y'all. Welcome to the 7th video of my Weapon Workshop series. In this tutorial series, I look at all the relevant statistics for all the weapons we're supplied with for this 2042 conflict. Mind you, some of the info on the weapon crates aren't exactly accurate, so that is why I'm here to test them out for you and get you the most accurate info available. On top of gathering info, I also give you all my 3 suggested builds to take into the field for dealing with all manner of combat situations. Today we'll be taking a look at our first available shotgun, the MCS-880. The MCS-880 is based on the Remington Model 870 by Remington Arms Company. It can fire a variety of shotgun shells, but based on the number of pellets per shot, and despite what the brass claims this weapon fires, we can deduce that this weapon fires 20 gauge ammunition instead of just the listed 12 gauge. It has a tube with an 8 shell capacity, it's a pump action, and it fires at roughly 80 rounds per minute, significantly lower than the manufacturer listed 200 rounds per minute. It's almost like the brass up at DICE just throws numbers out there and expects us to just accept them. For once, I thought DICE was actually going to be the one to make shotguns properly, as your hipfire and ADS pellet spread are exactly the same with the laser as well. However, in a master stroke of genius, bending your knees now magically commands your pellets to form tighter. DICE is getting to that dark magic now, it seems. Anyway, back to the info. Instead of testing the damage per pellet, because let's be honest, that number doesn't matter to anyone in reality, it's not like you can aim the individual pellets anyway, I instead tested to find ranges where you can reliably get a one-shot kill on an enemy, while standing of course. So the factory ammunition, your basic 20 gauge buckshot can reliably get a one-shot kill out to 20 meters, a good range honestly. Beyond that, depending on how the pellets fly, you may need 1 or 2 more shots. Given these hypotheticals, your TTK when using the MCS ranges from 0 at a one-shot kill, 750 milliseconds for 2-tap, and 1500 milliseconds for a 3-shot kill. Headshots aren't even worth going for, center of mass should be the focus. This shotgun has a variety of ammo types that have different effects and different ranges. First, we have number 4 BUCKSHOT, which claims to increase our rate of fire and reload speed while sacrificing effective range. While it doesn't make us reload or shoot faster, the range is definitely reduced fairly heavily from our base ammo. We can now only reliably get a one-shot kill out to 15 meters, and that's a 25% reduction in range. These shells also fire at 80 rounds per minute, which gives us a TTK of 0 at a one-shot kill, 750 milliseconds when needing 2 shots, and 1500 milliseconds for a 3-shot. Our next ammo type is one that's more easily testable, these being slug rounds. Since these basically function as big-ass bullets, we can test their effective ranges. I found that no matter how close I was, a slug never provided a one-shot kill to the body. Instead, between 0 and 79 meters, we deal 65 damage per slug. From 80 meters and beyond, we drop down to 35 damage a slug. Headshots with this ammo work a little differently. A headshot is only a one-shot kill between 0 and 70 meters, shorter than its base range. Beyond 70 meters, even a headshot is not a one-shot kill. Instead, it just deals 70 damage. Still, having a fire rate of 80 rounds per minute, we get a TTK between 750 and 1500 milliseconds. And in a headshot, we'll drop that to 0 before 70 meters and 750 beyond that 70 meter range. Honestly, these slugs pretty much suck. Next, we have the Flechette shells that allow your pellets to penetrate into enemies to hit ones behind them as well. This comes at the cost of reduced effective range. This ammo can only reliably get a one-shot kill out to 17 meters, so that's a slight reduction of 15% there. These shells are also fired at 80 rounds per minute, which gives us a TTK of 0 at a one-shot kill, 750 milliseconds for 2 shots, and 1500 milliseconds for landing 3 shots. And finally, we reach our last ammo type, the double-aught BUCKSHOT that's supposed to increase our effective range at the cost of reload speed and our rate of fire. While it doesn't make us reload or shoot slower, the range is slightly increased from our base ammo. We can now reliably one-shot kill enemies out to 22 meters, a 10% increase to our range. Beyond that, 2 or 3 shots may be needed depending on how the buckshot gods look upon you that day. So these shells once again fire 80 rounds per minute, which gives us a TTK of 0 for a 1-shot, 750 for a 2-shot, and 1500 milliseconds for landing 3 shots. This weapon has consistent TTK values throughout. The MCS-880 doesn't really have any recoil. The weapon recenters perfectly between each pump, so recoil isn't anything to worry about. Pellet spread remains the same whether you're hip firing or ADSing, but if you crouch, somehow your pellet spread is significantly tighter, regardless of ammo type. So if you're looking to extend the ranges of these weapons, simply bend your knees before firing. Now mind you, there's only really one build for this weapon. You could argue that there's 3, but a change of ammo doesn't really constitute a new build in my book. So instead I'll cover them all in one build and go over their strengths and weaknesses. We start off with the 8R Hollow Optic for a slight zoom and a good representation of your pellet spread when looking at your reticle. We next use either the Flechette shells, the base shells, or the slugs. After that we use the BCG Light Grip for enhanced mobile accuracy while sacrificing static accuracy. And we end with a factory barrel since we aren't a bunch of godless heathens who throw a suppressor on a shotgun. Now before I get into why I chose these specific ammos, let me address the rest of the attachments. The 8R Hollow Sight remains the best optic in this conflict and no one can convince me otherwise. The BCG Light Grip is great for making you more effective when you're mobile. The factory barrel is the only acceptable barrel to use. Now for the ammo. We can use the Flechette shells for better fighting up close because you can get a bunch of enemies lined up in a hallway or something. This ammo will tear right through that group where regular buckshot just stops at the first target. We could also use the base 20 gauge ammo for a solid one-shot kill range with plenty of surplus ammo for extended use during lengthy fights. The final ammo is the slug shells that could be used as a mini sniper rifle if you're looking to hit headshots for distant one-shot kills. You basically have a close, medium, and long-range build all facilitated by changing of the ammo type. And there you have it, folks, all the stats you need to know and the best builds to properly utilize your solid, homegrown MCS-880. I've already explained why I chose the ammo, so I will not be repeating myself. I did my best to get the most accurate stats on my personal testing of these weapons with Corporal Freak Haircut. So with that, what do y'all think of the MCS-880? How's it been treating you? Let me know down below. And so if I did a good job today with this briefing, be sure to leave me a like and subscription to show the major that you want more statistical briefings just like this one. And with that, I've been your quartermaster, and until next time, I will see you later.